Let the battle begin!
And that's gonna be a 4-man mosh pit with the Ring of Frost connecting huge.
This is actually gonna be the big showdown.
And that's a triple kill.
A huge flame strike going on to everybody. Here's the Riptire on DiMaggio. DiMaggio's in trouble.
We might have a comeback for the ages.
It's very close. This boss is not even dead, but 65% of the core here. This could be game.
Alright everyone, and welcome to the NGS Showdown pregame show. And do we have a doozy for you tonight? So ditch your ties, kick up your feet, and let's get ready for some hype in Heroes of the Storm. I am your esteemed host, Turd Herder, and tonight we're going to be bringing you an inside look into our featured match coming out of Division A. It's going to feature Gimme the D Shield and some n0b0 Esprouts. As always, to help us out with tonight's pregame show, we are going to be joined by our analyst team. Covering Gimme the D Shield will be Arthanow, supported by He with some stats help. And on n0b0 Esprouts, we're going to see a little bit of Ziltoid. So, without further ado, first up, we have Gimme the D Shield.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to week 2 of the NGS Showdown. I am Arthanaw, head analyst, and I am here to give you all the details about Gimme the D Shield. Alright, so, first of all, Gimme the D Shield went 2-0 in their very first week against Nightwood. So, it was a pretty decisive victory. Both games, they had a 2-level lead by the time it ended. About 20-minute games each, so it wasn't a stomp, but it was convincing. So, in their very first game, it was on Tomb of the Spider Queen, where Gimme the D Shield ran Malfurion, JOHANNA, Stitches, Gul'dan, and Raynor. They ran a pretty beefy comp, and there's a lot of sustain there. It's a whole lot of beef to kill. It's very difficult to take them down. That game was pretty successful to them. Finished in 17 minutes and 56 seconds. They Gul'dan on Tomb of the Spider Queen, pretty not too surprising. So let's go over the roster for Gimme the D Shield. So we got Pandemona on support. We got Nutster on tank. We got Bashing on tank as well. We got Samwise on assassin, and we got Zalakio on assassin. I'm sorry for any names that I butchered. That's just how it's gonna be. They ran a Mephisto, Sylvanas, Imperius, Garrosh, and Stukov. So something I want to note about this team is they seem to really like beef. Stukov's one of the beefier healers. Imperius, debatable whether or not he can main tank or if he's better as a bruiser. But either way, if he is a bruiser, he is a tanky bruiser. Garrosh, you know, he's a real big tank. And now, Sylvanas, that's a hero that I've seen a lot of debate over, actually, quite recently, between me and my analysts, and actually some of my teammates on Nexus cats. Sylvanas, some people are saying, is actually more bursty than meets the eyes. I don't particularly feel that way, but Gimme the D Shield ran Sylvanas quite well last game. Sylvanas with 72,000 damage. That's actually quite a bit. Not quite as much as their Mephisto, 101,000 damage, but that's a lot of damage. So Samwise on that Sylvanas, you know, maybe he's here to convince me wrong about Sylvanas. You know, her trait disables towers, and this map was on Volskaya Industry, so they could actually get some extra mech value there, disabling 2 structures at the same time. So you have the mech disable a tower with the W, and then you have Sylvanas disable the other one, and you're getting a whole lot of value there. Actually, that's a lot of damage. So actually, you know what? I see the merit with Sylvanas there. Hello, everybody. This is Arthanaw with Gimme the D Shield. Rexpa, how are you doing?
Good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. So you're about to be on the second ever showdown. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I wasn't able to play in our first week next game, but we were able to pull out a 2-0. But we're feeling extremely confident going into this week, so we're looking forward to it.
Awesome, yeah, I just looked over your stats recently, and those 2-0 wins looked pretty convincing to me. You guys led by 2 levels in both games, and looked pretty strong. I see you guys really like beefy comps. Was that a case of just who you guys had available, or is that a standard thing for you guys?
It was definitely we had to switch people around. So on the main DPS last week, it was actually our main tank player, Zlakio. And he actually averaged the highest damage for last week. So, I mean, I still had to tell him he wasn't better than I was, of course. But it was we definitely had to switch a couple people around and bring a sub in. So it definitely did affect how we pick. So don't expect that to be, you know, our kind of go-to strategy for this coming week as well.
Okay, I see. Yeah, because let's see. In game 2, you guys drafted Garrosh and Imperius. In game 1, Johanna and Stitches. That's 2 very beefy boys right there. Which seemed to be the running trend I was picking up. Glad to see I'm all wrong with all of that.
Yeah, we just try to make picks where, you know, our front line is less to die soon because, you know, my team is known to feed themselves, so they put heroes on them that they can't feed as much, and maybe we'll win.
Makes sense. So, you guys are in Division A, so that's a pretty competitive division. So how do you guys prepare for your matches? Do you practice a lot, or...?
Yeah, we do have we have a set schedule. There's certain days that we can't scrim just because people aren't available, but we do scrim as much as possible. We'll scrim pretty much either Heroic Div A and then a select few in Div B, but we usually try to scrim either around our division, like inside of our division, or above it for the best results.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's hard to learn if you're just pushing people over.
Exactly.
So, do you have any words for your opponent? n0b0 Esprouts? I probably botched that one too.
It doesn't matter. They're just a bunch of boosted monkeys anyway.
Oh wow.
I mean, honestly, I've played against them. It might not have been the same 5, but it was majority of the rosters the same. But on my past teams, we have scrimmed their teams before, and I mean, it didn't really feel much of a competition, so I'm not really worried much going into this. I mean, they're not bad players or anything. It's just I feel our team's going to be able to have a better idea of what we want to do going in, and then just being able to execute it properly. I'm pretty confident in ourselves.
Hey, well, confidence can make a difference. So, n0b0 Esports also went 2-0, so hopefully they make the game interesting. I like our showdowns to be 3 games. It's more fun to watch as a viewer.
Yeah, I actually looked, and actually all of Division A all the winners went 2-0.
Yeah.
Which was really surprising.
Yeah, Division A is one team already played their Week 2 games, and it was another 2-0 win. Yeah, there's no split games.
Yeah, I had a feeling that the top of the division is going to separate itself from the bottom of the division pretty quickly. And then once you start seeing the higher teams start to play each other, then you'll probably see more like 3-game series come out.
Yeah. Only time will tell. Well, Rexpa, I am really looking forward to this matchup, so I'm about to sign out, but you got any last words before we move on?
I'm just glad to be playing this week. Team is really prepared to go into this week, and we really hope that there's going to be some form of competition in Div A. So we hope that, since this is a match of the week, that Boosted Monkeys are going to be able to bring that competition to us. So, but yeah, thank you for this interview, and we just want to thank NGS as well for allowing us to have the opportunity to play too.
Awesome, Rexpo. Well, I am looking forward to the match, and I will be watching. So, see you then. Good luck and have fun.
Thanks, Arthanow. That was some pretty good stuff. Now, next up, let's hear from the captain of n0b0 Esports, Ragnarok, and our buddy Ziltoid.
Welcome, everybody. I've got the captain of n0b0 Esprouts, Ragnarok, with me today. How's it going, Ragnarok?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
Doing great. So,
Good.
we got you here for the pre-match kind of analysis for your showdown match coming up here against Give Me the D Shield. So how you guys feeling about that?
We're feeling fine. I mean, we're not really too afraid, or we're kind of just indifferent. We're just looking to have a good time. So,
do you
know? Fun.
Do you know much about this team at all, or you scabbed them a bit?
I was looking at the roster actually the other day, and I don't recognize too many of the names. I've known Rexpa for a little while, but some of the other guys are kind of unknown. So we'll see what happens.
Rexpa seems to be kind of like the big addition to that team for the most part, I'd say.
Yeah, he's a pretty good player.
He's been around for quite a while. So, going into some just statistics, I know you guys have only played one match, and you guys went up against Team Name.
Yes.
And so how'd you guys feel about that matchup? I watched both games. I would say overall you looked pretty dominant. I would say the first game was a little drawn out. It probably, fifth protector is probably not what you were going for, and that endgame siege on the core took probably about a minute or two.
Yeah, I think it was the longest core fight I think I've ever had in a match. So that was stressful and fun at the same time.
For sure. So in the interview, your buddy there was trolling you a bit about the Gazlo, but I'd like to get your take on that pick.
Yeah, that's Richard Gere. He's just a big old meme himself, so that's just what he does. He's just kind of fun. I mean, this season we're not really looking at taking things too serious. We kind of want to have some fun, do some quote-unquote meme heroes, because I do feel like a lot of the heroes that people meme on, that they term not a good hero, they're actually decent if you build a decent comp around them. So we're looking just to kind of have some fun, experiment a little bit, and whip out some of those uncommon heroes maybe time to time.
Just to kind of put a thing on it, where right now you've got 100% win rate on the hero. So I mean,
that's right.
There's that.
Keep it at that.
Right?
I don't know. We'll see.
I think there's lots of heroes that have niche advantages, and Gazlo actually on Volskaya in particular is definitely one of those maps where I find that he can be quite underrated by a lot of teams because his zoning potential and his ability to kind of just force people into fights they don't really want on the point is actually completely underrated. So I watched that match, and you definitely made sure that you didn't make yourself an easy target, because one of the best ways to counter a Gazlo is just dive his ass before he can do anything, and I don't think that you really gave them many opportunities to do that, except for a couple times where I saw you kind of overextended out in the middle of nowhere on your castle.
Yeah, I wasn't even overextended. I was just pure feeding at that point. I don't know what I was doing. When I died, I was like, I don't know why I'm here. I'm sorry, team. But yeah, I mean, that's one of Gazlo's biggest weakness, right? Is you put the turrets down, everyone's like, all right, cool, we're just not going to go there. But Volskaya, it's a
don't have that choice.
Point. Exactly. The objective is there, and they have to walk into it, so it plays into his strengths, I think. So that's kind of why we wanted to play him on that map, because it's a good fit for that kind of hero. Yeah.
Anyways, going to more of what your standard picks. In both games you played in n0b0 and Imperius.
Yes.
And again, obviously you won both games, so those are very strong kind of frontline. Again, how you feeling about kind of that type of frontline? Something pretty consistent, or just taking what's available, or do you guys like to stick with a similar style of comp in a lot of games, or?
No, I mean we're pretty flexible. All of the players on my team have very deep hero pools. They're just pretty strong heroes, and they worked out the first game, and we're like, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So we just decided to play them again, and it worked out. It played into the same type of style that we were looking for in the second. So
your KDA is sitting at 1019 and 163 takedowns, 38 kills, 125 assists. So each game went at least beyond the level 16, so definitely a little bit more statistics there. Looking at Give Me the D Shield, they're a little bit behind just slightly in takedowns and kills and assists or whatever. And if I look at their composition, they also seem to like to contest that Imperius. So I'm wondering if
Ooh.
you guys are going to be fighting over that pick a little bit.
Ooh, we'll see. Maybe it'll be a heads or tails, who gets first pick kind of thing. We'll have to contest them over it. We'll see.
Absolutely, absolutely. Also, with your map picks in particular, it looks like they also went to Volskaya. I can't remember if they were taken there, or if they chose that as well. But I assume it kind of heralds back to what the caster was saying the other day, which is you guys like to ARAM for practice. So is that kind of the theme for the map picks, or do you guys not really care what map you go to?
I mean, I'd say practice is a strong word. It's more like team get-togethers occasionally, randomly, and when we do get together, we just do ARAMs. And yeah, I think that's like our biggest strength is team fighting. And maps like Volskaya, where there's contention points where they force team fights, kind of plays into our, our wheelhouse. So yeah, if they take us to Volskaya, that'd be great. Love it.
I will comment though, your team is made up of a lot of NGS and kind of competitive scene or amateur competitive scene veterans. So
yeah,
I still notice that you guys are still shot calling, or you're at least hitting timings and stuff like that. So it's not like, a lot of teams might assume that just because you play ARAM doesn't mean you know how to macro. I think that was one of the major reasons why team name struggled against you guys actually really hard in that game when I was watching it. It had a lot to do with the fact that you knew how to macro better than they did. I know that seems weird, but because you're saying it's team fights that you guys like to excel at, but honestly, your guys' attention to soak and wave clear and camp rotations and everything was actually superior to theirs in both games.
Well, we're lucky. We have a great shot caller, Virtuoso, our tank. Me and him played together on the same team last year, actually, on Team Archetype. He was playing around on another team in between time. And then, Richard Gere, I've known him for a long time, too. We go way back, and me and Bernie Burns go way back. Wipeout, we actually was our new addition to the team that I didn't really know very well, but he fit in just great with us. And it's kind of like a mesh of, hey, we kind of want to play an NGS, and we threw this team literally together the night before signups closed. And
nice.
Yeah, just a bunch of friends playing together, having a good time. So yeah, I mean, we've all played at pretty high levels, so we kind of understand the general ideas of what we're supposed to do on each map and timings and macro play, and the rest of it is just let's have fun, and it works out.
And now to wrap things up, let's get some final thoughts and predictions from our analysts. Give it to us, guys.
Give me the D Shield, showing a lot of consistency. If I were to play against them, I would consider an off-lane Mathiel. They really seem to be showing a whole lot of beef in their past. They banned out Abathur in their second game. I like Sylvanas. They banned out Mal'Ganis. And they banned out Lucio. So if you're watching this, you know what to look for. If you're playing Gimme the D Shield. And in their very first game on Tomb of the Spider Queen, they banned out Diablo and they banned out Jaina, which makes sense there. There's a whole lot of walls for Diablo to crash you into. And Jaina, one of the best wave clear heroes in the game, so makes those double rotations real easy on Tomb of the Spider Queen. So I hope everyone enjoys this week's showdown. Please continue, tune in, and see you next time.
I'm just going to kind of wrap this up with a bit of your kind of personal predictions. First of all, going in to give me the D-Shield, is this another 2-0, or do you think it's going to be a little bit a harder fight against a team, another dominating team from the first week, or how do you feel about that matchup?
I think we'll probably 2-0 them is the ideal goal, but I mean, if we mess up or something, then they can definitely take a game off of us. But I think regardless, I think we'll come off on top, either 2-0 or if we have a bad game, 1 probably.
All right, everyone. That's all the time we have here for you today. But don't you go anywhere. Coming up next, we have the Thursday Night Showdown. As always, we've got Murda and Ghostdunk on the cast. And they're going to bring it to us live. Thank you all for watching our pregame show presentation, and enjoy the match. This is Turd here saying, adios amigos. Catch you next time.
Let the battle begin.
And that's going to be a 4-man mosh pit with the Ring of Frost connecting huge.
This is actually going to be the big showdown.
And that's a triple kill.
A huge flame strike going on to everybody. Here's the Riptire onto DIABLO. DIABLO is in trouble.
We might have a comeback for the ages.
It's very close. This boss is not even dead, but 65% of the core here. This could be game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Thursday night. We're here on the Nexus Gaming Series channel. Once again, I'm Murda, joined by my great friend, my fellow podcast host with Nexus now. It's Ghostdunk. How you doing, man?
What's up, Murda? Yeah, that's my radio zoo DJ. I don't know what that voice was, but that's what I'm going to go with tonight. Welcome. I'm excited for this matchup. Div A. We've got Gimme the D Shield versus n0b0 Esprouts, and as we said on our podcast, Nexus Now, these are two teams we're looking at for this division.
Yeah, both these teams, outstanding players. Gimme the D Shield making a big jump. I think we said it was 2 divisions. They took the jump from Division C all the way up to Division A. So big leaps for them, but they added a superstar player in Rexpa. Tonight, he's going to get the show off on the big stage. We'll see if he's got what it takes to bring this squad through Division A up against a really formidable opponent in n0b0 Esprouts.
Absolutely, and there's absolutely no bigger stage than this, the Thursday Night Showdown. Yeah, but n0b0 Esprouts, though, they got a lot of big names themselves. These are all NGS regulars. They're all people that I personally have met while being in the scene, and I'm really excited to see how n0b0 Esprouts does this time around this week.
So, did you get to see the coin flip lobby? What the bands were? I didn't catch what they were.
All right, I'm gonna go in there.
Yeah, do some research for us.
Look, I'm in the coin flip lobby. Nobody said a word about map bands in that particular lobby, so I actually don't know where they did that. But we're gonna get into the game. We do know what map we are going to, and that's going to be Volskaya Foundry. By the way, the reason we don't know is because teams coordinate map bans amongst themselves, and so they want to be secret about it. Be completely.
Well, here's the thing. If anyone who's from one of these teams, you might be tuned in on this 1-minute delay, let us know in chat, because chat's the one who they're going to want to know what's going on with the bands. But here we go. We got hero bands right now, Ghost, and it's going to be a n0b0 first by Gimme the D Shield, then Maiev from n0b0 Esprouts.
Yeah, n0b0 and a n0b0 very big choices this time. Maiev, of course, easily first pick, first ban material in the Div A. We're going to see that happen because it's almost certain that both teams have a Maiev player. DIABLO and a n0b0, 2 tanks banned out, and it looks like they may be going for a tank chokehold. Tank chokeholds, I think, are the most effective ones in the current meta.
I think you're right. Like, the Diablo's been banned out for, God, it's been like at least 6 months to a year, like almost every game. A n0b0, though, you're right, more recently starting to show up in that ban slot. But on the other side, Maiev and Anna, 2 heroes that are also there frequently. Sylvanas first pick. Don't see this every day on Volskaya Foundry even.
I mean, I like Sylvanas, but first pick, that's really putting all your eggs into the Sylvanas basket.
Yeah, I'm kind of baffled right now that they're going to take priority so early on Sylvanas. I haven't even really seen her picked at all this season in any of the divisions I've casted. So on the other side, 2 power heroes on this map, especially Garrosh and HANZO. And the HANZO is going to be so great on these control points because he just throws arrows in, doesn't care, doesn't even need to get near the fight, and does all the damage he needs.
Of course, HANZO, a Richard Gere specialty. Richard Gere plays HANZO a lot, and very effective on that hero. I shall expect them to get into their support. And is Blaze the tank in this situation? I think you can flex it.
I do like the Alexstrasza. I think another map similar to Infernal Shrines where she's going to get value at that Dragon Queen. Blaze too, I think, fantastic with the double soaking if they want to go that route. And just really the follow-up engagement. It's always there. It's always solid. But taking away another tank right now, JOHANNA off the board, and giving the D-Shield maybe choke themselves out of a main tank if they don't want Blaze to be it.
I mean, at the very least, I think it forces either a Blaze main tank or Stitches to come out. Because I think everything else at this point is kind of like lower, like very niche picks. Like ETC sort of a niche pick. And who else? Like Murda. I haven't seen Murda in competitive in God knows how long. Like, it's just a lot of tanks you don't see run anymore.
Hey, I cranked up your audio on my end a little bit. I saw Arthenos in chat said real quiet. Sorry about that, friends. Hopefully it's
and I scooted my mic a little bit closer to my face.
Okay.
The speak hole as it is.
On my mixer, it looks good. You're in the yellow zone. That's usually cool. Imperious. This was talked about during the Nexus Edge pregame show. I can't even get my point out. Yeah,
we know what we're doing.
Forgot about Imperious. We got Cho'Gall.
Oh man, give me the Cho'Gall.
Okay, so maybe now like an early Sylvanas makes more sense because they just really didn't have another spot to fit her.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I would have first picked Alexstrasza. Like, I don't think they're gonna get Sylvanas.
So taking out the Stukov, left them on the Lucio there, and they're going to finish it up with Tychus now to give that % damage with minigun, which is probably my favorite form of damage for the Cho'Gall.
I like the Diablo ban actually as sort of a swerve. Like, it helps that n0b0 is a prime tank right now in competitive.
Sneak away the cocoon.
But n0b0 easily the first thing you want to ban if you're going to go for Cho'Gall. But they followed it up with the Diablo ban, which I think made n0b0 Esprouts think about some other stuff. But we are seeing ourselves the big Cho'Gall.
Yeah, the Cho, the Gall, the left head, the right head. But you guys got to let us know.
It's going to be Zlexpa.
Zlexpa. Let us know in chat. Are you rooting for Zlexpa? Hashtag GTDS in chat. If you're here rooting for n0b0, I want to see hashtag n0b0 in chat right now. Make some noise for these squads because it's Thursday night and the showdown is about to start, Ghost.
Boy, I don't know what to think. I mean, the Tychus, if they can give space to Tychus, Cho'Gall is going to be in trouble. They have the Alexstrasza, which is a great healer for Cho'Gall and great on this map. I mean, the question is, I think the Sylvanas is actually the real key for this team.
Could be right. So here we are. We're in game number 1. We're going to look over here on the left-hand side and talk about this squad on the left. It's Pandemona, the captain on Alexstrasza. We got Zlachio and Rexbell on the Cho'Gall. Samwise playing the Sylvanas and bashing on the Blaze. Brand new skin, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Gimme the D-Shield.
All right, and on the red side, on the right, we've got n0b0 Esprouts with Ragnarok playing Tychus, Bernie Burn on Lucio, Virtuoso playing Garrosh, Wipeout on Imperious, and Richard Gere rounding it out on HANZO.
Ooh, baby. I think I'm locked on Felindrith. Shout out to our observer tonight. The best in the biz at it again here with us. I'm going to throw up those level 1 talents on your screen right now so you're aware of what's going on. We have a Cho'Gall in this game, and it looks like it's going to be... Look at this, level 1, simple geometry for HANZO. Is that enough targets for him to finish his quest?
I think it is. I mean, generally, if you're shooting your scatter arrow, you're trying to hit one target. There's a throw onto Cho'Gall. Zlexpa might not survive. Yeah, and towers plus Tychus damage means a quick end to Cho'Gall. It's a quick double kill right away.
Yeah, quick double kill. So is it first blood or is it first and second blood? That's the question.
It's double blood.
Double blood, okay. We're checking out bottom lane right now. Interesting matchup. I mentioned that brand new Blaze skin showing off his bashing up against Wipeout with this brand new Imperious. So a lot of fun new stuff in the bottom lane like to see. Also, we see Richard Gere and Bernie Burn working on the first fortification camp of the game.
Yeah, I'd like to see Imperious actually step up a little bit into the Blaze. Imperious, especially with the build that he's gone, can really force Blaze off of the wave, force him. I mean, Blaze's advantage in this lane is the wave clear, so if Wipeout can just do damage to Blaze, and Wipeout doing a little bit of solo laner stuff, and canceling animation on the ranged minions to get them close to the wall without getting them too close.
Speaking of too close, Expo a little too close to Garrosh earlier. We'll see if he learned his lesson or not, our Cho player. Thank you for all the bits coming in. It's Lexia, it's Moist Venus. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for supporting Nexus Gaming Series.
Giving us some pretty nice numbers there.
And thanks for supporting this Thursday Night Showdown as we see this first Sentinel being fought over. Cho'Gall's the only one in deep right now for Gimme the D-Shield. A lot of damage from that minigun from Tychus. He's got to back out, and that means Blaze, the only front line right now, easily taken away here by n0b0 Esprouts.
Yeah, n0b0 Esprouts made it a 4v5. Sylvanas was off getting that camp, and really, that n0b0 Esprouts more efficient with the rotations. They've already got a full level lead. I'm going to take a look at the experience breakdown right now. They've got the head in Minion Soap, they've got a head in Mercenaries, and they've got 600 XP from that Cho'Gall kill.
I hit my control 4 as well for you, so you guys can see those XP totals. I'll also show you guys a little bit of the hero damage going on. I love showing this stat off. Watch Tychus throughout this game because already 5,000 leaving his team. A little bit more right now on top of Cho'Gall. Yeah, you gotta get out of there. He's gonna find an abundance from Alexstrasza. Will be safe, but control point 8, 10 seconds, and it's been a lot of aggression early from n0b0. And with this level lead, they're gonna hit 7s first, and they have a huge advantage taking this Trigger Protector right now.
Yeah, they will. See, I'm not sure how good Cho'Gall is anymore in competitive ever since they nerfed his bomb quest. In level 16, he was an absolute beast, but they nerfed a lot of that, and I haven't seen any higher level teams try to play him yet, so I'm really wondering if the 16 level comes out. Really early Dragon. Alexstrasza, Pandemona is stepping up quickly. They throw the turret down. They want to make sure that n0b0 Esprouts gets off this point.
Yeah, they definitely wanted to take the fight before their opponents reached level 7. I think that's the intent there. But their opponents also know that fact, so all they do is back up behind their wall and they say, hey, we got 32%, let's wait it out, get our 7s, then re-engage this fight. So look for this patience, and we'll see if it pays off here for n0b0.
I think it will. Another turret, not another turret, the same turret. Field camp going down. Virtuoso's actually getting very low in the background. I don't know if they can get to him on the turret. Doing a lot of work to finally explore things. HANZO Samwise looking low. Scatter arrow almost kills the boss. But a quick haunting wave out. Pandemona is almost dead. Now Cho'Gall falls down. Everyone is looking incredibly low. HANZO almost finishes off Sylvanas, and n0b0 Esprouts is taking full control of this game.
Yeah, dirty. Poor Cho'Gall dead again. But in that fight at the end, Richard Gere's so close to picking off Alexstrasza by the gate. That was a spooky moment. They're definitely going to be losing this objective. I don't see them getting in here without level 7s and taking this fight, but it looks like they might go for it though, Ghost. I don't know.
I mean, it's going to be real tough. Dragon is not going to be available for another 60 seconds. You have to push him off, but Virtuoso is very low. The Lucio healing is not going to be fast enough, but they can't stay on the point, and maybe it was all a feint. But let's see how this
yeah, they're gonna move it mid, but a pretty decent defense here out of Gall. A little bit from Sylvanas as well. It's gonna head up to top lane with only 50% health. 40 seconds left on the timer as well. Should be enough to get through this wall, get through this well. Surprised they didn't bring the defense with it. They were doing so well at mid, destroying it. Now, really not too much on the follow-up. Here they do pop out. Virtuoso in a horrible spot. He gets away. Didn't even have to use a cleanser.
Yeah, one thing I'm noticing on the side of Gimme the D-Shield is the lack of CC. The only one with real CC before 10 is Blaze.
Yeah.
And Blaze is going to be off laning, so even if you have Virtuoso on the Garrosh and Tychus stuck behind the fort, there's nothing they can do. Like, they don't even have any slows.
That's a really valid point. Like, the Blaze is the only thing there. Don't they get a slow with, they can, what did Sylvanas take? No, she's just going into this barbershop build. So yeah, I don't know where they're going to get the CC from outside of level 10, what they're going to do with Cho. If they're going to go upheaval or not. What do you think the play is?
I mean, upheaval into blaze stun into twisting nether can be pretty powerful combo. I don't think we're gonna see the hammer coming out. I don't know what the hammer is gonna do for that. So I think upheaval for sure. The question is, do we go for the twisting nether or not?
Okay. So didn't have Tychus there at mid is really what prevented a kill on Cho'Gall. So opportunity before our next objective for Gimme the D-Shield to continue working towards their level 10 heroic talents. They're almost there, and up top right now is Sylvana. She's got that Merc Queen. See, these are pretty strong
Merc Queen is single-handedly stopping this push. They thought they could maybe step in and maybe take a little. There's a throw onto Cho'Gall. Tychus using the bigger they all in his beating them. The Alex Trotz feeling push him. Did the Tychus grenade just push them all out of the Hanzo ult?
Maybe? Like, it looked like it because it split right through them out of nowhere.
I think Tychus was trying to push them out of the Alex Strauss heal, but the Hanzo tried to get the ult, and it completely whiffed as the Tychus grenade, I think, pushed everybody out of the way. Tychus almost felt the Cho'Gall. Meanwhile, there he goes, finally goes down. Lucio goes down, and now the wrath of Cho'Gall.
Oh, Ghost! Ghost, they just stole a biotic emitter from them right there. A huge swing. Item control now favors Gimme the D-Shield, and they're gonna get this top fort. This is Sylvana's pushing. This thing's down, baby.
Yeah, this fort is turned off. The black arrows are here. They're almost out of minions, but they do have themselves a Cho'Gall with 3 dead, and this fort is toast.
So I did just try lowering the game sounds a little bit. Sorry if it was coming through loud. Continue telling me, monitoring stuff. My first time casting with this new setup here. So do appreciate that help. We're looking over here on the right-hand side of the map. n0b0 Esprouts picking up their siege camp prior to control point B activating. Just 5 seconds away for that. But a lot of confidence right now for Gimme the D-Shield picking up that kill just a moment ago. We'll see if they can parlay it here into another fight win.
They've got the 10s out. It is going to be up here, but there's a big taunt onto Cho'Gall, and the chunk is there, and they can't survive long enough. Cho'Gall dies before Alex Strauss's dragon can even appear, trying to keep Sylvanas alive. The haunting wave, Samwise gets out, but is it going to be enough for Lucio? Chase down, and it's it. Tychus finishes them off with Odin.
Are you upset that Cleansing Flame was the pick for Alex Strauss here?
Boy, yeah.
I really am. And in that moment, I'm thinking, like, Alex, are you going to pop it or what? And yeah, I look down, it's Cleansing Flame, the option. So not really a great way to spike heal up a Cho'Gall. Yeah, Lifebinder, I feel, would have been just so much better here.
Yeah, it's the Cho'Gall cheese ult. I'm not actually sure what they get out of Cleansing Flame that they don't get with Lifebinder. I mean, Cleansing Flame is, you know, Lifebinder's a shorter cooldown, and the only one you're really going to be healing is Cho'Gall.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get a full Lifebinder on a Cho'Gall health bar, that's maximum value in this game outside of a fully stacked Diablo, right? I'm baffled why we didn't see that pick, but nonetheless, they're still hanging in here. Down a talent tier overtime situation in favor of n0b0 Esprouts, who won the first objective. Looking for 2 in a row here, Ghost.
Yeah, we have 3 ults left on the side of n0b0 Esprouts, but they're going to push them off. Dragon Queen is not available, but Cleansing Flame will be up shortly. About 60 seconds left on Dragon Queen, but all the ults are available for both teams. They're chasing them down now. They're actually left the point. They're trying to get themselves a team wipe, but the taunt comes down. Tychus damages out. Their team is nowhere near them. They just can't kill Imperius. Cho'Gall goes down before the Alex Strauss heal can arrive. Imperius does not walk out unscathed. The Cleansing Flame is in. Can they find Lucio? The sound barrier is in, and down goes Blaze.
And look at that. That's a biotic emitter picked up. That's a quad kill picked up. The only one escaping because of Cleansing Flame is Alex Straza, and back on the point, grabbing their second Triglot Protector of the game. n0b0 Esprouts looking to continue their push towards level 16.
I mean, I got to admire the sense of duty on the side of Gimme the D-Shield. They realize that they have to win a team fight. They've got themselves, you know, team fight comp, not exactly a macro comp when you have a Cho'Gall going. They finally got to 13-15. They want to get in there and get some kills, catch up in XP. They leave the point, but you still have to win the team fights.
The real playmaker right now, and I'm showing the kill board right now, is Garrosh. Every time Cho'Gall is in his face, he's getting tossed behind and stunned. And because of this, Garrosh has been able to collect 5 kills in this game, so big props there. And you see him right now pushing with this Trigger Protector. Doesn't have the rest of his team showing up, but the confidence with level 16 when they do get here should be unmatched.
Agreed. Now, someone pointed out that n0b0 has been doing a lot better macro, but before last team fight, now of course it has changed, they were actually even on minion experience, but what's happened is that n0b0 Esprouts has been more efficient in their rotations. They've managed to get as much soak as they needed, as well as getting people in place to get the kills.
Ooh, upheaval only?
Finally actually lands on the HANZO! Richard Gere has got the sound barrier to protect him, but it's quickly blown away, and there's the cleansing flame to kill HANZO. It's giving some value yet. Virtuoso getting damaged. There's Tyke is using the minigun. Cho'Gall uses his ice block to stop him. Flame block? I forget what it's called. But Bernie Burn's gonna get out, but they get 2 kills for nothing, and that's a big pickup, especially down level 16.
I can't believe Richard got caught by that. It looked like he was just barely out of it, but pinky toe or something. JOHANNA gets the full upheaval by the pinky toe.
I mean, I'm calling hacks, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of like latency lag and just like shows up in the wrong spot on our screen. I don't know. It was really close either way, and the kill's not going to net too much overall outside of giving them opportunity to safely soak 16, grab away these turrets. Item control is really named in the game right now. I can't see our support camp on my mini map, so if we can get a look over there from observers, see a timer, 20 seconds remaining. Very close. Probably our next fight will show up around there.
Yeah, it's going to happen, and down... They actually have caught up quite a bit. They're almost at the same level, so really it's up to Gimme the D-Shield to decide how they want to play this. And both teams really are on even footing, so the sky's the limit. It's a blank slate as far as strategy is concerned.
Cho'Gall leading the way with another bomb and quickly back out, that time avoiding some Garrosh stuns. Zlexpa is going to be alive for now, getting some abundance. But I don't really love a fight from either team in this situation, unless if Cho'Gall can hit an upheaval right here. Outside of that, I don't really want to see this fight happen for either team.
I mean, this is the boring part of Volsky. You have one camp up, neither team really wanting to fight over it right now, and once that's the case, what do? Like, there's nothing to do right now on this map. They're deciding to push with it.
Yeah, they are. Here's the upheaval, and quickly into the fray, saves Ragnarok. Tychus will live. What a play by Virtuoso. Not his first play of the game. That's like his 4th sweet play of this game.
Give me the D-Shield. There's no reason for them to be here.
You can't be here. Your upheaval's down. All you have is bunker and arrow, cleansing flame, but there's no way to engage a fight, so just get out. And I'm surprised they didn't want to move back to the support camp. They still have turret control. Why not go for the fight over the support camp? Instead, bunker down. Garrosh was looking for it, didn't find it. Damage from Sylvanas close. Cleansing flame? Not going to do it. Too much armor.
Is too much.
Yeah, that was a double up too by Garrosh, keeping him alive.
Oh, they're still pushing. The Black Arrows is out, but here comes Odin, one of the ultimate siege defenses, and now they're leaving Cho'Gall taking a ton of damage. The out kill is there. Blaze having to pop Pyromania to get out. He's got that armor. There's sound barrier to go in, and Cho'Gall is going to be toast.
Yeah, they're going to try to save him, but too late. Might actually find some kills. Ragnarok's pretty low inside his Odin, but doesn't matter. Lucio supporting is there. They survive. Even through these Mercenary Queen turrets, no one from n0b0 Esprouts has fallen, and they even burned down the Dragon Queen before Control Point C.
Now, if you'd ended up with the same result, but they had gotten keep, or even gotten the keep even a little bit lower, I would say worth.
Well, Ghost, I don't leave this top lane. I don't like them leaving it. I say stay there, make them show on Control Point C, get yourself a keep while you're at it. That lane's so pushed right now that Vision's in their favor up there. Maybe I would have liked to see a little more aggression, but playing it safe, they're going to get the turret, wait for Cho'Gall to respawn, and try to fight over Control Point C.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you have enough time to grab the support camp, right now. They are going for it. I think they needed to move a little bit sooner if they wanted to grab the support camp and still grab control point C. However, the Protector still has to walk through a full fort. It's going to make quick work of it.
Dude, they're still collecting globes for Alexstrasza. They're trying to finish Circle of Life only at 23. That's why they were at mid. So they're going to be kind of late down here, and they don't get that benefit of her level 1 quest quite yet.
Oh, yeah, it's really late in the game, too, not to be grabbing that. Looking at, actually, Cho'Gall hasn't completed his bomb quest either, so he's still waiting for those 40 stacks.
Yeah, pretty close. One more globe, one more bomb. There's the globe. Didn't get the bomb, so still close for Cho'Gall. But now we're starting to see some of these talents come online. Does this change anything for you, Ghostdunk?
Level 20, absolutely, n0b0 Esprouts has the advantage here, and there's no way that Gimme the D-Shield can stick around now.
Are you fine with Big Red Button over, like, sizzling attacks, or...
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
I mean, this is... In case you do lose or in case you do win, either way, one of the biggest advantages of drafting Tychus, as well as being a Cho'Gall quote-unquote counter,
Sylv's going
is
for
that
it.
you have Odin. Yeah, Sylv is going to take this keep. Samwise is charging as fast as he can to get on that fort. So
is this a race? I think this is a race. This is a race, dude.
It could be a race. They are going to try and core race. This is going to strap in, ladies and gentlemen. We're going for core.
3 hearts and a Triglav that's staying. Did they have to hop out? They're hopping out of the Triglav. They have to.
They're hopping out. They've got the shields. They're whittling down. Here comes the upheaval, the huge damage. The sub barrier just barely keeps them alive. Here comes the cleansing flame. It's going to finish off Hanzo. Will it finish off Lucio? Bernie Burn goes down. But in the counter side, Blaze and Cho'Gall are looking dead too. That's Cho'Gall going down. Alexstrasza.
It's a 5-man team wipe.
It's a 5-man team wipe.
The Triglav. Look at the Triglav. It's in the lane. It's waiting for him. Oh my god, I've never seen that on Volskaya. I've never seen a team hop out of a Triglav, back all the way to base, make a 5-man team wipe core defense, still have, what, 40 seconds to make a play. The Triglav's up for this entire length of the death timer. They can get a keep in core here.
You know, I mean, it's possible. With the Triglav Protector, it's true, but Lucio and Hanzo down, I mean, that's really the cleansing flame
play of the game. Play of the game.
Yep, play of the game. Hanzo can come back. They've got 15 seconds before Hanzo's going to be here. 16 seconds. I don't think they can stop this.
I don't think they stop it. And play the game will send Hanzo here. 5 seconds and he spawns. Maybe like 5 seconds of travel time. It should sync it up when Cho'Gall spawns, but here we go.
Yeah,
they're trying to finish it off, Ghost.
That's it. That's going to be game. Here comes play of the game. The Dragon Arrow making his way across the battlefield. Hanzo leaps and hits the Sylvanas.
That 37% trying to finish it off. Upheaval only pulls back Garrosh, and Tychus still on core. Will get the job done. n0b0 Esprouts with the plays at the end. Finish off Gimme the D-Shield in game number 1.
n0b0 Esprouts really, like, it's showing them how to core. I think the Life Binder versus Cleansing Flame in that game. The Cleansing Flame got them 2 kills at the end, but it took her away from healing Cho'Gall. Cho'Gall was dead by the time Alexstrasza landed, and that killed any chance that they had of a core finish.
Absolutely. Your mic's starting to go a little robo on me, so I'll pick up here. But yeah, it was a lot of damage coming out from Rexpa playing the Gaul, obviously. Typical numbers for a Gaul player, but savage amount of just controlling coming out from Virtuoso, keeping Cho in his grasp the entire game. He got thrown around like a ragdoll, Ghost.
Yeah, it was, I mean, Cho'Gall, that's what you want. You want to be in your opponent. You want to be shooting them with as many laser beams and Nintendo GAC as possible.
I'm going to throw up the talents before we take a short break heading into game number 2. But that was a lot of fun. That finish was outstanding. Yeah. I know our guys on Nexus Edge are going to have a lot of fun breaking down the end of game number 1 here. So, ladies and gents, don't leave. This is a great match going on. You don't want to miss the conclusion. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. Thursday Night Showdown action continues. Hey guys, we're back. We're trying to fix Ghost's microphone during the break there. I don't know if it's working or not, so it is what it is for now. Ooh, sparkly and crackly. What a game number one, Ghost.
Oh yeah.
Actually, hold on. Can I pull in my... Let me see if I can do this. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Okay. I just wanted to add the scoreboard in on this scene. I didn't have it, and people who might be tuning in might not be able to see it. So here we go. Scoreboard. I got it. Bam.
All right, but hey, let me shout out Mongoose22 rating us with Party of 17. Mongoose, thank you, my man.
Yeah, welcome. 17. I don't know what game he was casting tonight, but I'm sure it was an NGS match. So if you're coming from there, welcome to the main Nexus Gaming Series channel. While you're here, make sure you hit the follow button. If you're a big fan of NGS, you can hit subscribe and get some sweet, sweet emotes for Twitch. And of course, I gotta plug our Patreon because so many cool things have gone and been added to that during the off season. So if you haven't had a chance to check out the Patreon, there is a link on the website, but I'll tell you what it is right now. It's patreon.com/Heroes Nexus Gaming Series. But if you want the lazy link, head on over to the NGS website. At the bottom, there's a link to Patreon. You can just click that. You can also find our Discord, Twitter, and YouTube channels. So if you're looking to follow all sorts of NGS action, you know where to do it.
All right, the next map that we are going to, by the way, we do have our word on map bans. It's Towers of Doom and Alterac Pass were both banned.
Yes, thank you for reminding to say that. I almost forgot. Shout out, Pandemona was in chat, let us know, and our observer extraordinaire, Falendrith, with the assist on that information, so thank you very much. We're here in lobby. One more second, I believe, Gimme the D-Shield is going to need before we commence this game number 2 draft. But before we get there, Ghost, I love the banning we saw in the first game, taking away the n0b, the Diablo, a little crafty to get themselves a Cho'Gall. But I want to see them move away and go a little more standard here because game 1 had flashes of brilliance, but they really struggled, notably with the lack of CC that you mentioned.
Yeah, it's a lack of CC. Once you have the upheaval, I mean, that's the main engage tool. That's your only engage tool outside of Blaze. But into the draft we go. We're going to Infernal Shrines. You could see another Alexstrasza. This is an excellent map for her. But I don't think we're going to see another Cho'Gall. Usually don't see teams trying to pull that twice in one match.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if maybe they had something else in a similar vein to a Cho'Gall, but probably not the Cho'Gall again. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Alexstrasza again here for Gimme the D-Shield, though.
Yeah, no, not at all. But I mean, speaking to your point of you want to see him play a little bit more normal, a little less crazy sort of draft, I would be all down for crazy drafting. The thing with crazy drafts is that they have to work internally, and I feel like there were just not enough went right for that comp to work out. It was just a little off kilter.
Okay. Yeah, they got the Blaze for the off lane. They threw in that Sylvanas so early too, which we also were questioning. Perhaps just to get that Merc Queen. You saw them try to stack some turrets on her feet. But this game we're seeing a different start from Gimme the D-Shield with their bans. It's Abathur this time. On the other side, it's the same though.
Goodness. And the Diablo ban now, it looks like they don't actually think n0b0 is that powerful after all. Looks like this is the map pick of Gimme the D-Shield, so we're going to see what they can pull out on it. Yeah, but Gimme the D-Shield going Cho'Gall last game. They brought up the Sylvanas. I think it was for the Merc Queen, and I think it was saying with the Cho'Gall, with the Alexstrasza, with the Sylvanas, we win every single point. And it just turned out not to be true.
Ghost, I just got a brilliant idea. Can we just try switching to Skype audio and test that really quick?
Sure.
Testing. You good? Can you hear me?
I can. Is this any better?
A little better. Just make sure you mute your Discord and we're good.
All right. Discord has been muted. We have a HANZO being picked up immediately for Richard Gere. Malfurion and Imperious now picked up.
Nice.
Interesting.
So I liked our Imperious play in game 1 from n0b0. It's going to switch sides this game. We heard from our analyst during the pregame show, and they talked a bit about Imperious and how they'd be coin flipping back and forth for this hero. So indeed, that's what is occurring here. But other side, Arthas Alexstrasza in response, taking away Alexstrasza from Pandemona. Well, I guess you already got the mouth,
yeah.
but...
Yeah, you've already got that. But yeah, Garrosh now being banned. Sorry, I had do a little bit of production there. But Arthas, I like going into this, even though they don't have their DPS out. Arthas into Imperious can be pretty good. Imperious wants to get in everybody's face like Arthas does, but I think Arthas is a little bit better at it.
Shout out another raid coming in. Right. This one from Gravesville. These guys are killing it. Our veteran casters, Mongoose and Gravesville showing up. So many familiar faces here in chat as well. But look at these picks coming in. Murda, one more. Samwise or Rexpa waiting to pick here. I want to see some melee, something to pair in with this Imperious. They can jump on something. That Zeratul was banned out. The Maiev was banned out. Genji's still there. It's going to be Orphea.
That's interesting. And Murda this high up really surprises me.
Even into something like Alexstrasza, opportunity to interrupt so many key abilities like a Dragon Queen, and Murda with that low cooldown Stormbolt. Maybe? Is that their thought?
It's possible. I mean, it's definitely a form of CC, but usually a Nubarak is somebody that you see a lot more often than Murda right now. And n0b0 Esprouts pick it right up. Give him... Wow, this is Gimme into an Arthas. Very surprising.
This is Gimme. Yeah, into an Arthas. Wait, what world are we living in? These drafts tonight from Gimme the D Shield. Yeah, interesting, right?
I mean, you keep somebody in one place for a long time. I mean, that's a lot of CC together with Malfurion and Imperious and Murda. Orphea goes crushing jaws, and Gimme just gives him the pepper all day.
You got a good point, but it's going to take a long time to go from start to finish on the health bar with Jim Raynor as a key source of damage. A lot's going to be on Rexpa's shoulders. Playing a mage, I'm yet to see him play in a competitive match. It's Orphea. Used to seeing him on something like a Chromie. Here we go, game number 2, and it's time for you guys to recast votes. You saw game 1 if you were here for it. Game 2, though. Hashtag GTDS for Gimme the D Shield, or hashtag n0b0 in chat right now. Game 1 was a split. We'll see if there's any difference after you guys got to see how game number 1 went. Here we go. Game number 2. And on the left-hand side in blue, we got Pandemona on the Malfurion. Samwise is going to be playing the Raynor. Zlachio on Murda, and Rexpa playing Orphea. And rounding it out on our newest hero, Imperious, it's bashing, ladies and gentlemen, Gimme the D Shield.
And on the side of hell, we have n0b0 Esprouts. That's such a confusing name to say. Ragnarok on Junkrat, Wipeout on Arthas, Bernie Burn playing the Alexstrasza, Virtuoso on a Nubarak, and Richard Gear on HANZO.
Richard Gear getting on the hero for the second game in a row playing HANZO. Don't think we have any other heroes that were the same game 1, so a lot of swapping around for the other 9 heroes.
Yeah.
But Richard Gear ended the game. We saw that play of the game come out, and it did hit that Sylvanas from clear across the map. So his last ability cast is pretty darn good. Now looking to try to finish off an Imperious early. They're not going to find it. Nice damage exchange early, though, guys.
But a lot of fury, but no kills, no real results. They wave clear on the side of n0b0 Esprouts is actually better. Give me the D Shield having to spend a lot like mid lane. Wow, on Imperious Wipeout really showing this boss. That's sweet.
So now your mic is actually just going in and out, not static. We could try switching back to Discord to see if it clears up, but for now we'll follow the action. Up top, actually, we see the Arthas doing pretty well against Imperious, and I don't have you seen this matchup played out often? I haven't. Imperius winning so many matchups, but losing to an Arthas?
I think so. Yeah, I think Arthas, especially early on, before Imperius has any self-sustain, Arthas can just walk up and beat on him. Imperius does have quite a bit of damage, but has no sustain, and I think Arthas can out-sustain him.
Okay, so I'm looking down at chat. There are 2 votes for n0b0, 1 for Richard Gere, so you can count that as 3, and 1 for Gimme the D-Shield. So chat feeling like it's going to be a 2-0 right now for n0b0. Early slight XP lead in their favor, but really nothing to write home about yet. We haven't heard anything about our first objective phase. But with a couple fours around the corner, I think we should be even by the time we get there.
Yeah, that seems about the case. They're doing a lot better on experience this time around. D-Shield is at least. They're keeping up. They're making rotations. Murda taking a lot of damage, but he's Murda. This is a third win, so he's not going to be up to full health quite as soon. But Junkrat finds Orphea. It's actually another solo lane down here. Actually, not too many people are hitting to this bottom lane. And up top, Wipeout is now out of mana, but I believe and he has.
Yeah, still up top. Arc is still winning the fight. Howling Blast connecting, more damage coming on Bashing, using the spear just to disengage. So much slows from Wipeout. Just dominating that top lane matchup, giving them a little bit of an advantage. Heading on down towards this first shrine, activating in just a moment, and peeking down at our mini-map. It's going to be an Arcane Shrine up first.
Yeah, I wanted to call this out before we get to the team fight. The Murda pick I actually kind of like. HANZO and Junkrat is a big poke team, and Murda is good at receiving poke because he can simply back out. It's a very good round.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm losing again there, Ghost. But here we are going to follow this action inside the pit, and it's a lot of damage hitting on top of n0b0, but they get the Dragon Queen off. Another big abundance to be at the feet of all these heroes from n0b0, and they're pushing them right back. Very low Imperius, and first to fall. That's first blood coming 3 minutes and 30 into this game in favor of n0b0. Still here with Dragon Queen looking for more. They're not going to get another kill yet, but they have such a lead here inside the pit. Just 3 more skeletal defenders until they get it, and there it goes. First objective in favor of our red team.
Summoned an arcane punisher.
So I think we still don't have control of Ghost yet, ladies and gents, so I'll continue bringing you this action in the bottom lane. A lot of lasers on this wall right now, ripping through the first of 2 turrets. The wall is down as well. Should have enough gas in the tank to finish off this fort. Trying to stay nearby, trying to find someone with a concussion mine. Don't find it. Ragnarok. But I think the disengage is going to have to come out before this fort goes down. Indeed, that appears to be the case. So a defense is there and strong from Gimme the D-Shield on their bottom fort. Still keeping us even in XP, surprisingly so, after a kill and after that objective that went over to n0b0. Appears as though Gimme the D-Shield hanging in this one.
Yeah, can you hear me, Murda?
I do hear you now.
All right, excellent. Skype was tweeting, he's automatically controlling my microphone volume, something horrible that it should never be set to do. Anyways.
That's the worst option ever. Why is that a thing? If I want my microphone loud, I'll make it loud. If I want it quiet, hey, I'll make it quiet.
I want to call out n0b0 after that last objective. Really don't give you how to use Dragon Queen. And it back out.
Ghost, we're still losing you, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm getting like 3 words out of every 5. I don't know if maybe there's oh no, Silent Samwise. Don't have an E for that one. Way too much damage from Richard. Finding another kill in this game, but no objective yet. Oh, that's a double kill. Rex put down. Nice little Q from Richard here, picking up the double kill himself and flashing off little Div A prowess. He says, I played Heroic Division last season. Like, I'm here in Div A. I'm about to show off on HANZO.
Yeah, Richard Gere, very good on HANZO. No surprise that picking him every time. Oh, goodness.
So it sounds like you're a little bit better. I
All
don't
right.
know, confirmed if it's fully better, but that last sentence was clear. It was a good sentence.
I honestly don't know what's up because this never happens when I actually record myself. Rexpa might be in a little bit of trouble, but gets out and Nubrak can't really find a place to stay. Not a little bit.
Yeah, the scarier part is now at this point in the game, you see level 10 just now clicking in for our red team. n0b0 has opportunity to use this Nubrak and picking off anyone sticking their neck out this bottom lane like Orphea was. Just walk up, throw that cocoon, and get the rest of your team ready to go, but hasn't shown cocoon quite yet. There it is. It will be. Okay.
Yeah, no surprises coming out. We see Cleansing Flame, I think, works a lot better on this. Somebody like Arthas and the Nubrak don't really benefit from my Cleansing. Nubrak does a little bit. Arthas gets himself up. 5 as well. A little bit of extra. Got Playmaker coming out from Bird.
Yeah, you lose me again, so maybe we just go with me for the rest of this one. I don't know. I don't know.
Back to Discord.
Let's go back to Discord. Following this action, we're switching our microphones around a bit. We're in the pit, and we haven't seen the cocoon quite yet. I don't know where the target is. Probably this Imperial. I don't know. I don't know what Virtuoso wants to do, but it's going to be late because Alex Strozzi, support already down. There's a silence and a stun on a Nubrak. Crushing Jaws, not quite there. So only a single kill. And it will be matched by n0b0 now charging forward again with the bro charge. Samwise getting bodied and knocked back by a concussion mine. Double kill for n0b0, and with Mouth in this cocoon, could be 3 goes. Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness, beginning of the D-Shield just got cocky. They won the fight, they killed the Oxos, so they pushed up and they're like, we'll just stand where we are still. And a very good re-engage from n0b0 Esprouts, taking advantage of poor positioning.
Because I don't know what's worse, the robot voice where we can actually hear you at least, or the Skype voice where it just goes in and it goes out. Either way,
I think it's the robot because I may actually be an android, but there's a playmaker on the Nubrak into the towers, and that's gonna be a dead beetle.
Hey, golf clap for that one. Excellent haymaker, and you were talking about why are we picking Murda. I don't know if this is the exact reason, but if you're gonna make plays like that, Zlatio, keep it up. Huge play. Now looking for more. Finds Junkrat. The concussion mine knocks him close. Stormbolt hits. Can they finish Ragnarok off? Cleansing Flame just to keep the Junkrat alive.
But n0b0 Esprouts walks away with the Punisher, despite the Nubrak. That wasn't enough to get enough skeletal defenders. And here comes John Cena pushing mid.
Pushing mid, it's jumping over the wall, finding Orphea, and that's a 50% health gone for Rexpa, who's now stepping up into the fight with Crushing Jaws, landing on Arthas, and see you later, big boy. Not in this one for the rest of the action, but they're gonna turn it around. Raynor down, and Rexpa's low, has to be careful, damage coming in, Junkrat flying in, Ragnarok trying to finish him off. They're gonna find the Malfurion and the Murden, but Rexpa survives, and it's still n0b0. It's still this 1 level lead, and they find their second structure of the game, Ghostdunk.
I think n0b0's draft really complements itself to the point where if they lose somebody, the dominoes just don't completely fall apart. Gimme the D-Shield was forced to be out of position to get that Arthas kill, and it was an impressive Arthas kill. I'm looking right now at his build. Arthas was stunned, still locked so well, wasn't even able to pop Icebound Fortitude.
And that may have kept him alive. Instead, he fell. The team won the fight, which, in my opinion, probably shouldn't have been the case. I think maybe if we saw a bit more patience from Gimme the D-Shield after finding the kill, just step back, clear the Punisher. That's really what you wanted to.
Is this a surprise?
Yeah, they're trying to find it. They're sitting in the bush. They find it. They're going to back it up.
Yeah, n0b0 Esprouts, no spring chicken Ragnarok showing the way with his grenades, but they may be looking for an engage anyway. They're on 13-14. This is the good time as they need to go in.
Still looking for it on the front is Murden. I didn't see, did he go Skullcracker?
Murden with Thunderburn and Give Me Axe.
Okay.
Virtuoso Very good stun. Oh, there's a cocoon on him. Malfurion, and they're going in. n0b0 charges onto Malfurion. Riptire is out. It's not going to find a kill. It's going to get killed. Instead, Junkrat will go down.
And the Cleansing Flame tried to finish off Malfurion as well. Didn't get it. Still in here. Lot of damage coming out, but wow, what a stun. That impale from Virtuoso made just enough room for Wipeout to finish the escape. They get out, only losing a Junkrat. A pretty fair exchange for what looked like could have been a lot more, Ghost.
Yeah, but you gotta give me the D shield. They gotta kill when they needed it here, down almost to level 16. So that gives you a little bit ahead. You get your enemy's camp, maybe kill that well. No, the Goatman. Oh no, and Orphea will find the kill on the well. But that's good for Gimme the D shield. They were able to make that fight happen, and n0b0 Esprouts actually, just a little too slow to react to the cocoon.
Junkrat back on the map, and of course after level 13, quite the nifty little assassin using that Ripper Air around the map. A pretty tall map from top to bottom, and with the lane soak this late in the game, we'll see if they want to start switching their Junkrat with the Arthas, who we've seen primarily used as that off laner throughout this match, so keep an eye on that. But it's the level lead. That's the real story right now. With the objective activating, Ghostdunk really big advantage right now for n0b0 Esprouts.
Yeah, n0b0 Esprouts have gotten 16, but level 16 is almost here. I'm not sure. I think they can get the objective before 16 comes up. They've got to do it fast, and they're sending all 5 members to work.
This is way too late. I'd love to just see them stay here top. They have the Bruiser camp. They got a minion wave. Just wait out this objective and hearth back the defense at your keep and get some value up top. Instead, they're going to make the rotation down and try to take the fight. I personally don't agree because it's just too late right now.
It's tough. It's a lose-lose situation. You push top, you don't get much value, and you have a Punisher pushing on your keep. You go back to defend, and you're basically giving up. You go back to fight, and now you've got John Cena. They may be trying to fight behind this Punisher. You see the camp pushing up top, but I'm not sure what their call is right now. They may actually... Yeah, no, Murda is going to be fine.
Well, we still have Ghost pushing top. Yeah, and again, see you later, Murden. Not getting to use his Haymaker in that fight. 40-second cooldown until he respawns. Punisher still healthy, getting through the wall. Both the turrets down now. Look at Imperius stuck inside John Cena's circle. See you later. That's Malfurion inside a cocoon, but they turn first, and it's HANZO down the other side. Recta finds the kill, but pays with his own life.
Ragnarok made that happen. They made the push happen. Gets the bomb on Murda and gets a quick kill, and Gimme the D shield just had to scramble, and they weren't able to make much happen. That's a keep going down 3 people again. Murda in 5 seconds before they come back, 15 seconds before everybody else comes back, and they're going to try to get these shields down and get as much score damage as they can.
I think they have Dragon. Yes, there it is. Burning Burn popping Dragon. They're going for core right now. Haymaker knocking Burning Burn back, but too late. The Dragon Queen's already here and should give them enough damage to at least get out. And of course, that wing attack that sends everyone back like that. Murden can't keep up. Has to use Warp Toss. And now might find himself in trouble. Goes Lazio. A lot of damage. Armor reduction on top of him. There's the Burrow charge, but a great Twilight Stream for Pandemona.
Oh wow, the Joker bombs goes Malfurion and he gets the root on the Arthas. Orphea gets the kill. The Imperius is knocked out of the cocoon, and wow, that suddenly turned sideways from n0b0 Esprouts.
Oh my god. I thought for sure once they put that damage on Murden that they would have had an advantage in the fight. But was it just Orphea? Like, I didn't even see what just caused it. That was an insane amount of turnaround. Really well played, and we're still sitting with this 1 level differential. Lazio looking for Haymaker, finds Ragnarok, but he has an escape route. He has Ripper Air. He will be safe behind his wall.
By the way, is my mic any better right now?
It's better than Skype. I think we determined that. It's still got a little robo quality to it, but
grumble.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out for next week. We promise.
Yeah. We'll fix a problem every week, and soon enough it'll be decent.
Yeah, was it last week you couldn't get video to work on Skype? This week it's audio. We had audio issue last week.
Either way, we're still here, we're still having fun, and that's the important part. Camp was completed but not captured. Now walking back on is n0b0, they do get it. Still a level away from those Storm tier talents. And I think the right play here is just play it slow. n0b0, don't put your face in that bush. Almost getting speared by bashing, but surviving. But this is the spot in the game where if you're up by the level heading into 20, you just really don't want to lose that lead.
Yeah,
So,
n0b0 Esprouts just playing it safe, trying to stay behind their gauge, maybe trying to pick somebody off if they can, but, you know, just playing, like you said, incredibly safe. And, walking to that bush, they knew where the rest of the team was, so that was not really a danger. And Gimme just being smart, taking advantage of this and invading.
So,
They're leaving, though. Oh, no, they're waiting for Murda.
This is risky for n0b0 because if you're giving the D shield, you know this is where they want to be. You want to get in here, and they're going for it. Junkrat gonna get Haymaker right into his team this time from Murda. See ya later, Ragnarok not getting out that time. Cleansing Flame all too late, and Gimme the D shield finds their most important kill we've seen thus far in this map.
That's a big kill. That's going to get them a lot closer to 20. They may get 20 before Junkrat comes alive. The Shrine is active. You've got a Bruiser camp pushing in, and n0b0 Esprouts now have to try even harder to make this game happen.
Get the head up top with the Shrine active.
That's a huge wave.
And this is top lane, Ghost, which is really important because before in this game, we saw them try to push it really hard. It didn't quite get the job done, right? But you now have this top lane open. You're going to be heading towards a keep, and it's only level 20 is the only thing that can stop him right now from n0b0 Esprouts.
Yeah, Junkrat will be back in 12 seconds. With level 20s, this is about a fair fight. The 20s are around the corner for Gimme the D-Shield. However, Gimme the D-Shield are on a huge timer. Look at that wave bottom.
They're going to finish it off, comboing with Rexpa. I don't know what talent that is from Orphea, but the one that gives a circle around her feet, really good on this map from what I'm seeing. What is it called?
Invasive Miasma.
Okay, yeah, at level 13. I see it here. Yeah, that's pretty nifty on Infernal Shrines.
Yeah, it's become sort of a default talent for Orphea, but somebody's going to have to back and deal with those 3 catapults. Those will start getting shields. Imperious will be the one to go do it.
We're at level 20, so cannonballs coming out from Junkrat will help in this defense. But this is the first defense that n0b0's had to make this entire map. Will they keep their keep alive? On the other side, we see Bashing not here. Imperious the one sent to do cleanup duty on those catapults, but John Cena looking really strong right now. This keep falling to about 50% health. Likely will be killed, and that'll match keep pressure, catapult pressure for these teams. Maybe not. Maybe they don't
get it. Something happen. Going in on Malfurion. n0b0 uses rewind, but crushing jaws come out. Malfurion is dead, but n0b0 is close to follow.
That's a tank for a support, and here comes a Riptire. That's Murda, though, and I doubt the Riptire can kill Zlachio, but we'll see. He's going to take a shot here. Dwarf Toss timed pretty well. And Zlachio
uses the rewind to jump to the fort. HANZO might be able to get the kills there. It's a scatter arrow down to 20 health. Zlachio doesn't get out. Richard Gere with the snipe.
Yeah, sniper, no sniping. Richard Gere with yet another. Has natural agility over the wall, but sees Alexstrasza die right in front of his face. Trains out the Imperious, and back and forth battle continues.
Ragnarok is on the chase. He's got huge swishes pushing forward. Samwise, excellent shotgun to the face, pushes everyone away, but Junkrat's trying to make things happen. The catapults are on the shield. Rainer was crushing jaws, finish off Junkrat. Rexpa with the blaze.
Oh my God!
1v1 Rexpa.
No! No!
Orphea doesn't find, but Rainer is going to chase Wipeout down. Samwise versus Wipeout. Rainer's not going to be able to finish the kill, and that's a big kill for. I was going to say staggered, definitely not exactly staggered because they traded it out, but Gimme the D-Shield not going down without a fight.
Oh my God! Rexpa just went like from 0 to Pog in 2 seconds, turning on Junkrat there. That was insane. I mean, he loses his life at the end of it. If he got the triple kill, that might have been play of the season. But certainly play of this map, and we'll see what Nexus Edge has to say about that, making the top 5 of the week. Really fun. That was amazing. I'm like still like my jaw like dropped.
Yeah, and that's that's Orvia for you. You get those skills, and she's just dancing all over the place. You can make a lot of outplays. High risk, high reward. But now the camps come out as everybody licks their wounds, and they're going to come back, fight each other once more at full strength.
Full strength and even on the XP right now. Look how close. I don't think XP bars get much closer than that this late into a game. And of course, with keeps down on both sides, it will be a big advantage to whatever team can win an objective. But mid lane, this is the one lane neither team has really looked at. Still a fort standing on the side of n0b0 Esprouts, and this keeps still there for Gimme the D-Shield as well. So could be tough, but an objective this late, it's almost guaranteed victory, Ghost.
Yeah, it looks like Gimme the D-Shield, though, playing safe, just waiting for the next. They want to take the fight on the next line, but that's going to give, I think, a slight advantage. n0b0 Esprouts have Dragon Queen available.
What up, Dragon Queen? And did we get the upgrade at 20? No, we got the on Ruby Wings. Yes, so we do. We'll have an extra Dragon Queen when she lands from Cleansing Flame. So late game in a situation like this will really help out in this team fight. On the other side, not a lot. Of course, we do get the rewind from the Murda. Outside of that, does anything stand out as...
Are they backdooring?
Oh, no, they're trying to find a fight here on this, near this Bruiser camp. Using vision from the Raider, they find it. Roots connected from Alfurion. Still chasing Wipeout. Orphea damages. There's Lazio looking for. That's 2. That's 3. Alex Raza's down before getting off that Dragon Queen. And I think this is it. Ghost, we're going to be heading to a game number 3 as Gimme the D-Shield will secure the 5-man team wipe 23 minutes into Infernal Shrines. What is, like, Rexpa made the play earlier, made the play there in that fight. MVP caliber play right now from this player.
And big shot call coming from them. Excellent plays to hide in the bush. Surprisingly, everybody was completely thrown off guard, and Rexpa managed to find the kill and Gimme the D-Shield gets game number 3.
So, Ghost, we got some good news for you, and we got some bad news for you, and maybe your teammates. I believe my buddy, my co-host here, has a match to play in just 25 minutes.
It's gonna be fine.
And guess who's casting that match in 25 minutes? It's your boy Murda. So we have a game 3, and
have to wait.
We're gonna stay here and watch game 3. We're not going to the other game, right?
Oh yeah, no, not at all. We're gonna watch game number 3. We're gonna bring it to you because these two teams, what a battle between them. You watch that game number 1 with the chokeoff pick, you say, okay. Gimme the D-Shield, do them all, but n0b0 Esprouts gonna win this second game. Even most of the way through the second game, you're like, okay, n0b0 Esprouts, they're gonna bring it together, but Rexpa pulling it together, just giving them the flex, and we're gonna see how they handle game number 3.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a short break to catch our breath, to grab some water, maybe a bathroom break or 2. But don't leave your seats, because this series, it's our best one we've had yet on Thursday Night Showdown, and you don't want to miss the conclusion. Game number 3 up next.
Ready to have a little fun?
All right, ladies and gents, welcome back. Game number 3 will be up next. Hold on 1 sec. Let me type in this lobby. Ghost, keep them occupied for a sec.
All right. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Have you thought about term insurance? There's a new Nexus Gaming Series product.
We're ready. We're ready.
Oh man, I got the chicken. That's rough.
Weenus is here. Shout out. Oh, well, it's green screened right now, but Weenus gave out these like really cool NGS rubber chickens. I'm showing it off. It's kind of weird looking with the green screen, but it's yellow and it squeaks. I love it. Shout out to Weenus. You guys know him. You guys love him.
Yeah.
We got game 3. Almost here's waiting for one more R, it looks like.
Yeah, and both these teams, I wonder what's going to come out. It looks like this was a map pick of, sorry, n0b0 Esprouts.
Yeah,
Goodness.
n0b0.
Yeah, this was a map pick of n0b0 Esprouts, so they were able to choose between first pick and map pick, so they decide maybe they've got something up their sleeve here.
Yeah, I mean, they very well could. Game 2 was slightly different than Game 1 where we saw that Cho'Gall, right? So, is Orphea the answer? Because it looked really strong, and Rexpa had opportunity to flex a bit. Getting him off a Gall, moving him onto more of a playmaking hero like Orphea, is that the difference, is just having Rexpa on a playmaker?
That could be the difference. I mean, last time, what was Rexpa doing? Rexpa was in Cho'Gall, so like that's not really a playmaker. Not like Orphea is, not like, you know, maybe you take HANZO away from Richard Gere this time.
Sorry, I had to send a message to someone.
That's fair.
My boy B-Train is casting with me after this match. He's trying to message me because it was supposed to start at 11:30. So B-Train, if you're listening, right after this match, we're going to be over on my channel, casting Regen Retro and Ghostdunk's team, Ferrets. It's going to be a great one, so make sure you check that out later on tonight. But here we are. This is game number 3, Battlefield of Eternity. Tyrande banned out, and we've seen this all night. Maiev banned out by n0b0.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Maiev, easily first pick, first ban. Also, Zeratul. I think especially on this map where Zeratul has more room to maneuver and more things, I guess, things to do. It's the best way I can put that. But Tyrande, now we're seeing a lot more standard meta bans. Tyrande for the Immortal and the fact that she's a very good healer.
Rip draft screen, apparently. I didn't swap us. You didn't miss too much. Only bans. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, I was typing when we launched the draft and I just wasn't paying attention. You missed the bans. There they are. HANZO the first pick, and we're back on the clock.
So I hope our storytelling was enough to tell that story of the Tyrande Zeratul and Maiev Diablo ban. But Li Ming, Anna, Li Ming, a very good racer, not quite as good as Hanzo, but I like the Hanzo picker both for the race, as well as taking it away from Richard Gere.
Yeah, absolutely. The first time tonight we've seen Anna get through the first half bans. Both times banned out by n0b0. This time getting Bernie Burn right on the hero to start. And I love the pairing with Li Ming because the setup with the sleep for the orb damage combo. It's deadly if done right. Our Murda and Imperious, 2 heroes we saw in game number 2, are they enough to help negate that combo and negate the resets that Li Ming's going to want to get? Those are big health bars, Ghost.
Yeah, it's tough. I think Imperious has the same problem as ETC, where if you focus him down, he has to either pop. He has a little bit of a panic button, like unlike ETC in Angelic Armaments, but other than that, I think he can be focused down pretty well. And so yeah, I think Li Ming, especially if you get something like a Hanzo, and with the Ana nano boost, Li Ming can be very powerful.
Definitely. We still haven't seen a pick for Rexpa or the support pick for Pandemona. But before that, we're going to have one more ban here for Gimme the D-Shield, and then 2 picks for n0b0 Esprouts. What's his last ban going to be? A Nubarak, and I agree. It's been an impact hero tonight in the one game, or I guess we saw it twice, right? No, only the once. Only the once. It was banned in the Cho'Gall game.
Ah, yes, of course. But Richard Gere taking the Rainer along with Arthas on the web. You know, I don't know that these names are actually accurate.
Well, they could always swap. They could.
Yeah, they can always swap, but like I'm certain they're not picking in order. Like
Right, yeah. No, like the names will swap as they choose heroes. Like whoever hits the hero will actually reorder to the top.
Oh, I know, but like when you're enemies. We got the Orphea out.
We got the Orphea. That's the right play, in my opinion. Definitely the right play.
Yeah, I mean they're sticking with what works. Samwise is playing the sustained damage. You've got Orphea, and then you've got the Murda and Imperious combo along with Zukov, who's replacing the Malfurion. You can throw a silence just the same as a root.
You got to see a tank here for Virtuoso Garrosh. This is the hero MVP from game 1. Up against Orphea, our MVP from game 2. We're gonna get to see a clash here, Ghost. I'm stoked right now.
Yeah, I think these are 2 big Imperious counters. Arthas is pretty good into Imperious, and Garrosh even better. You throw Imperious, and I think he just dies. Just kaput. That's it for the Angel.
Alright, so final draft in the books. We're going to head back to chat and let you guys vote on who you think is going to be winning this game number 3. It all comes down to this, so your vote's got to come now. Hashtag GTDS for Gimme the D-Shield, or hashtag n0b0 if you're here rooting for the n0b0 Esprouts. Game 3, we got to make some noise in chat and show some support, because whoever wins this, I think both squads were 2-0 heading in, so only one of these is going to remain undefeated on the season, and it's early, so looking to get the points when they can.
Yeah, I like this Stukov pick. I think it's going to work really well into the Arthas. Arthas likes to run it down, and if Stukov can get the silence done in a place Arthas doesn't like it, Arthas does not like being silenced, especially when he goes Army of the Dead.
So let's introduce our team on the left-hand side. We got Gimme the D-Shield, the Captain Pandemona, going to be playing Stukov, bashing on Imperious, doing the limbo there. Samwise on the Orphea, making a swap over. Rexpa not playing that hero. Rexpa instead on Hanzo. And rounding it out on Murden will be Zlachio.
And once more on the side of hell, on the right, we've got n0b0 Esprouts with Ragnarok playing the Li Ming, Richard Gere on the Rainer, Wipeout playing Arthas, Virtuoso on Garrosh, and Bernie Burn on Anna.
I love that Mohawk mount there, the rainbow Mohawk, looking pretty fly, flexing his master status there as Ragnarok, finding a quick little play on Murden, but so sturdy is the big dwarf, and early exchange in bottom lane, probably not going to be terribly interesting until some of these quests are finished. Let's take a look at level 1, and it will be that Scatter Arrow quest from HANZO, which will provide a little bit extra damage in the race. Of course, having to go up against the Li Ming on the other side is Rexpa, so a lot of reliance on HANZO in this race, in my opinion.
Yeah, HANZO is clearly the source of the race. Orphea doesn't have that great a race, as she's cooldown based. Her Q has to see only when it heroes. But, you know, Imperius is not that great either. It's really all down to HANZO. HANZO race is so good, I think it can match up with the man. But there's a throw on to the Dwarf. The Dwarf toss is out, but Murda will not survive. They're trying to get the counter kill onto Garrosh, but just Garrosh and on the things he walks out with his life.
Oh, Richard almost popped off on Stukov. Still looking for his Ragnarok, but sweet plays. They find a kill on the back end of that, staggering off Gleaming. So slight advantage bottom lane right now for Gimme the D-Shield. Perhaps want to move on to the Siege camp that's down here. We'll see if they want to make any plays right now with this advantage though.
Yeah, it looks like there's not a whole lot that they can do. Murda already coming back. Gleaming now coming back. The death timers are so low early game. Being reported. Gleaming was trying to find the Stukov kill and get off a little bit more.
Hey, so I'm looking down at the chat, counting up our votes, and it's 3 votes right now for Gimme the D-Shield, only 1 for n0b0 Esprouts, so chat is here supporting our former Division C squad here up in Division A, up against a couple players that, you know, were Storm heroic caliber players in Division A this season. I really like what we saw Game 2, and excited to see if there's possibility Gimme the D-Shield has what I'd consider personally an upset here over n0b0 Esprouts.
Yeah, I would agree as well. Gimme the D-Shield. I actually was not able to see how they did in the previous games, but taking on a squad like n0b0 was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I know they won their first matchup 2-0 with Lachio bottom lane, has worked toss, will survive. I watched a bit of the pregame show, and I think they mentioned there that both teams were 2-0 heading into this matchup. Part of the reason why they were selected for our showdown this Thursday. Mortal spawning 5 seconds, finding Lachio was Garrosh, but in Game 1 you were the show and you couldn't Dwarf Toss. This time Dwarf Toss not even enough, as Howling Blast from Wipeout locked him in not first blood of the game, but first kill of the game for n0b0 Esprouts, as we're moving towards halftime, and that'll be in their favor.
Very quick from then. I think Murda and Lachio is relying a little bit too much on his Dwarf Toss. I think maybe in previous leagues or like playing Team League, teams don't punish him as much, but a team as good as n0b0 Esprouts, you're going to hit the Honest Secret. You're going to hit the part of the fruit that's going to cut off your Dwarf Toss and basically cancel.
Alright, so now we're looking at this first Immortal being called down in favor of our red team, n0b0 Esprouts. They're going to send 4 up to the top lane, leaving Arthas down bottom against Imperius. But we're ready to go with our first crack at one of these 4 walls. And before, there's a sleep on Murda after the toss, but the Dwarf Toss the other direction. Lachio survives this time.
Yeah, Lachio has to be really careful the time this goes. There's a stun, and this is making looking for stacks. Lachio has the 4,000 over the wall, and Lachio will be fine. And that gives his DPS a lot of time to focus on the Immortal.
Immortal getting through the wall and one of the turrets, working on the second one, but his health bar a little bit too low right now. That should be about it. Yes, it will. Disengage coming out of n0b0 Esprouts, and not too much done there during the objective. Overall, a pretty solid defense from Gimme the D-Shield with all things considered. Our XP bars are just about locked in at level 7.
Yeah, you really can't ask for a better defense. They were able to burn it enough so they didn't have a full lot of shield, but here's Garrosh getting silenced, Virtuoso. Stukov is going to be placing us times down, and if Pandemona has the timing down, Garrosh will not be able to get off and dominate.
So chat supporting a little bit of robotness right now. It's been rough, but we're working through it. Thank you for stopping in though, Fanatics, as we see Virtuoso and Lachio both getting low, but Murda, the one in more trouble. Richard finds another auto attack to get another kill for n0b0 Esprouts, now sitting with 3 kills in the game.
Richard here proving he can snipe with the right click too.
HANZO twice, and then we see Rainer here in Game 3 out of him. Now looking up at that top Khazra perhaps, I see Garrosh at least holding this bush, but he's scouted out by Rexpa, wisely so. Instead of walking into Garrosh, he got to see he was there before he showed up. But no one else really from Gimme the D-Shield is here, so that camp will be taken by n0b0 Esprouts.
I know what Esprouts easily take that camp with Orthia moving down to the bot to harass the Arthur. Giving Imperius a little bit of breathing room, but of course this is Battlefield of Eternity. Not a whole lot matters in these lanes unless you can really...
Objective just 3 seconds away, making the rotation down is Li-Ming, and they're in a great position because this Immortal was spawning right up in the top lane where they were at. So defensive position right now will give me the D-Shield. They're going to hold it down. Both teams on level 8, so I don't think we're going to get to 10 during this objective, but we'll have a fight nonetheless. Howling Blast from Wipeout trying to lock in Pandemonium, but she barely escaped from it. Virtuoso's low. Had to get out of that stun from the Immortal and should be able to kite back here.
A lot of teleports looking very low, a lot of mana looking very low. Somehow Richard Gere is out of mana on Raynor. Pandemonium is actually in trouble. If they try to chase him down, Richard Gere takes a lot of damage to protect him.
Alright, and not enough damage from our Hanzo player there. Rexpo looking to finish off a couple of these tanks, but that's an Arthas, that's a Garrosh, 2 guys that you're not going to kill very easily. They're going to get harassed by the wall. Might give a little bit of room now for Gimme the D-Shield to walk up and finish off this Immortal that just started heading towards halftime. But there's Garrosh flipping over our Orphea player. Samwise barely kiting back, surviving, and living to see another day.
Wow, the positioning here is really scary. The 2 tanks are completely not in front of the rest of their team. Somebody gets stunned out, and now they go in for the kill. Ragnarok finds an easy kill. Really rough position from Samwise.
Well, we do see our Warbreakers finish from Garrosh. Now looking to hold steady to Stukov. They find another kill. Li-Ming still sitting here. Had resets, but no one in range to find any more damage out. Rexpa's still alive. Was trying to sneak some damage across and did. Halftime in favor of Gimme the D-Shield.
Yeah, they have this dead Stukov on the other hand, and they're able to push them out pretty far. Murden's trying to get everybody to Alpha Rex are trying to do some damage, but everybody goes in there to throw onto the stun circle. Rexpa just barely makes it out, but Li-Ming finds the kill.
He's stuck though. Ragnarok has teleport, but didn't get over the wall. And will actually be able to walk away because Garrosh is close enough nearby to threaten Bashing to walk out of that fight. Ragnarok almost falling there though, stays alive, and will be able to drop back, finish off this Immortal in favor of n0b0 Esprouts. They won the first one, didn't get too much pushing with it, but now with level 10s for a moment over their opponents, potentially looking for something here.
Yeah, they could get a lot of work done on this core. However, everybody is back. 10s are here for Gimme the D-Shield. However, that fight, Li-Ming, lucky that her teleport does damage.
It does. And here we go. Wave of Force, the option at level 10 for Li-Ming. I think pretty smart with some of the stuff that's trying to come out, especially interrupting just this silence from a Stukov. It could be worth it just for that. Launchio, haymaker over the wall. Raynor, you're not escaping that one. Still staying in. There's the Dragon Arrow. Another kill, a double. Virtuoso's got to be next. See you later. 3 kills for Gimme the D-Shield. They're going to make their second defense of Immortals. Punishing their opponents during these objective phases, very surprisingly so, and outstandingly done by them.
A smart choice from Gimme the D-Shield, realizing they have 5v4 Arthas, choosing to soak and push up forward. Instead, they get 3 kills in exchange for them as soak, and it looks like Imperius is going to get a lot of that at the expense of maybe a little bit of 4 HP. So big comeback for Gimme the D-Shield there. I don't think n0b0 Esprouts was expecting that at all.
I mean, it was a pretty stat pick on the haymaker. We saw it in game 2, ladies and gents. We saw it there from Lachio. They won game 2, and they're going right back to having this haymaker Murden. And I suppose just really rely on Imperius to get some more stuns with the spear. Virtuoso looking for something, but naturally it's too good from Hanzo. He's going to turn on this Garrosh. He's not getting out. Not in this chokehold. Not against Hanzo. See ya later, and now the XP lead is finally here for Gimme the D-Shield, their first lead of the game.
Yeah, it was a long way to go for Garrosh. Unfortunately, he can't throw himself over that wall. Oh, there's a Hanzo arrow. They're coming in on the Raynor. They don't care about these boards. They've got minions, and I think Richard here, not expecting the Quantum as much. Raynor doesn't have quite as much of an escape as Hanzo.
Gimme the D-Shield, honestly, they're looking so much better since that game 1 attempt with the choke-off. This game,
They're looking so much better from the beginning of this game.
Yeah, that too. The start of this game is a little suspect. Now we're tied 6-6. I'm going to throw the kill counts up on your screen. You see 3 for HANZO, 3 for Li Ming, who will finish with more. But before we get more kills, we're going to get an Immortal phase just 8 seconds away. Team's starting to look at these bruiser camps. But a little late is going to be n0b0 Esprouts if they even want to start it at all.
From your corruption, Hellspawn.
And no 13's Ghost.
Yeah, no 13's available for n0b0 Esprouts. That's going to allow the step positive vision. There's a stun of Murda, and they're trying to go in on the guard. The Stukov silence comes up, but Stukov has to move because the Immortal circles come out.
Great positioning by Burn, able to just throw those healing darts right through, and with a few members with them, so Virtuoso not really too scared with Burn nearby on that up.
Yeah,
Here we
13
go,
taunt here isn't enough. With the Immortal turns, it's really difficult to fight on your Immortal, and that level advantage just wasn't enough. And that's going to allow n0b0 Esprouts to get back up to 13.
Range poke here from HANZO, though. Rexpo doing a good job, almost sending that Immortal down to 50%. We'll see if they can finish it off here, and they do. But Rexpo getting taunted, and bye-bye. HANZO down, but the damage on the other side, trying to finish off Garrosh, gets the supporting. Great grenade there from Anna, making sure Ragnarok stays alive as well, pushing forward with this Li Ming damage. Won't find anything, but they will have an advantage for another 15 seconds on this Immortal round.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible. Did you see the anti-synergy? Really rough for Gimme and Initial between Stukov and the Crushing Jaws. Stukov just pushed everybody out of Sam White's Crushing Jaws.
Yeah, that's an officially a hate to see it moment. Yeah. But this is a race, a strong race. Dragon's Arrow hits one, but we don't have play of the game yet, Rexpa, so won't be able to do any damage. Lazio just being a nuisance, and just enough as Gimme the D-Shield wins by 28-41 health points and get their first Immortal of the game, and this is Immortal number 3, potentially enough to get them their second structure of the game. They have a structural lead after losing 2 objectives.
Yeah,
this is big time.
Absolutely true. It's big time. It really speaks to the strength of their drafting. Murda, big shout out to Lazio for haymakering Rainer, easily the biggest DPS member on their team.
Shielding down on this Immortal, so it's going to enter that melee mode. Really the only true damage that is feeling safe is Ragnarok, but even so, he's got to stay behind his Garrosh at least. Because Imperius, there's the spear, trying to find Garrosh, but he doesn't quite have enough follow-up damage from his team. And now the turnaround on top of the entire 4-man that's standing in here. Samwise so low, falls to Calamity. Li Ming gets a reset, can't find the double kill yet. Ragnarok still surviving with dominance and might get a kill. Yes, he does on Rexpa. And triple kill right now for n0b0 Esprouts, and they might get more. No, they won't, but that's a play they needed to make.
Rexpa got debated there. Ragnarok almost died to the HANZO, but the rest of his team was able to come in, finish off HANZO before Li Ming died. They escaped that fight unscathed, except for losing the front wall. 3 members, but fortunately for Gimme the D-Shield, they didn't lose a whole lot. They have the Immortal still pushing, they got the wall, and they're closer to 16 than their opponent.
Yeah, I was just highlighting on the screen dominance at level 4 from Li Ming, the only thing that kept her alive in that fight.
Yeah. Big Li Ming plays coming out. I want to give a shout out to Anna on the side of n0b0 Esprouts. You saw they have a combo going on the side of Gimme the D-Shield. Imperius goes in here. Anna immediately throws out a sleep dart to try and catch whoever is jumping in to follow up on that spear.
So camp taken top there by Gimme the D-Shield. It'll push just a little bit, but you can already see the red defense showing up in the top lane. Lazio gonna try to play nuisance again, but again relying a lot on that dwarf toss, and it's only a matter of time before Virtuoso hits another sweet flip and stun, and might as well use the taunt if they can secure a kill. But he's been risky all game with that dwarf toss and staying in up against his opponents here.
Camp coming out for both teams. The Shield finished his first, but don't quite yet. Looks like both teams are probably capped just around the same time. Furious getting as much soak as he can. Top 5 men sticking together on the side of n0b0 Esprouts.
Bruiser camps. You looked at both sides, already thrown down the top lane early from n0b0. This other bruiser in the blue side went out a little bit later. We'll see if anyone's going to respond in either direction. So far, it's Furious up top in the response. No one's going to look at the bottom side, instead sending 5 heroes over to this burn.
Yeah, the big spawn here for n0b0 Esprouts are able to completely focus on the clear. The camp has a long way to go before it even gets to any structures. And Furious was up top trying to get the Shaman, got it down to maybe like 90% health. But now the big throw onto Murda and Ghostdunk might be in trouble there. May have interrupted his warcross. Did in fact. Sacho trying to escape leaving, going after, but there's the HANZO arrow, and Ragnarok goes down to lead it.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, looked like Garrosh kind of wasted a Warlord's challenge in that fight. A little early, only hitting 1 hero. They might get wrecked, but anyway, natural agility dies. Couldn't get out is HANZO. A little bit too sneaky, trying to find that vent and maybe more damage on the backside. Maybe with his life, and that's their immortal race. So with HANZO down and leaning up in only 18 seconds and even more Orphea down, this is looking bad for Gimme the D-Shield.
Gimme the D-Shield. Bernie Burn just
they're gonna get a keep though.
With that sleep dart. That keep though is dead. And hey, man, taking a couple deaths for a free keep, you might fit to the trade.
They knew Arthas wasn't there, so they tried re-engaging in the jungle, but didn't find too much. Giving room now for n0b0 to walk up to this Immortal and start working on getting their third objective of the game. We're almost 18 minutes in, Ghost. This thing's gonna be really powerful. We know it's gonna go bottom lane if it's handed over to n0b0, where there's still a fort standing, but this late definitely will be threatening a keep.
Yeah, shields start going down on the core. Burning trying to stop, trying to do as much defense as possible. Orc is still like you mentioned. Oh, there's a big stab coming in from Furious. There's a HANZO arrow now being stun on everybody, but Gimme the D-Shield has to get out. They want a D-Shield themselves. Stukov goes down, Murda goes down, and that's a really rough defense. Can you imagine if Orphea was alive just for that?
Would have helped maybe. So much damage in the resets from a Liming. I mean, I don't know if she would have survived anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. You got 30 seconds out. This is a free fort for sure. Probably a keep front wall. Possibly a keep. Now Orphea thinking about going top of close to the 20 arcs. Back now he's all the way in time for the fight. But they'll have a full defense by the time the Immortal gets to the wall.
And that Immortal is finally here, still has shielding, so staying a bit further back in that ranged form until the shields are down. It's going to be tough for HANZO and Orphea to reach and get that shielding off. So wall down, turrets down, and now moving on to the final keep here, if they want to end at least, are n0b0 Esprouts, but they don't have a ton of siege until they step up with this Rainer. But Richard playing pretty far back, potentially scared of a leap in from Zlacio.
Yeah, they can't keep. The Immortal is strong enough. It is a very late game Immortal, so it has enough strength to get through. Not quite enough defense to save it this time, so keep for keep. But n0b0 Esprouts is closer to 20.
Lane pressure match, but quick rotation from n0b0 to the top, finding Zlacio and the taunt.
Goodbye. That's
the use of Warlord's challenge we wanted to see out of Virtuoso. Connects with the kill. And with Murda down, and look how close we are to level 20s clicking in for n0b0. This could be game. I mean, they could even just walk right past this if they really wanted to.
Oh, Orphea steps up to try and get some kind of kills to crushing jaws. The Samlites does not survive. Dashing does not survive. And that's 2 more stagger death after stagger death. n0b0 Esprouts, this is exactly what they want to do. This is another keep going over to them, and they may think about going into core. Without leaving, yeah, no, they just go around the keep, forget it.
Headed into core, nothing HANZO and Stukov will be able to do in this spot. Rexman just waiting in base, so the Dragon's Arrow.
Yeah, I mean, as much you can do, you know, trying to swipe, gets thrown into the enemy, get taunted and killed, core down to 40%. Game number 3, going over to n0b0 Esprouts and the match.
GG's. Well played, and what looked to be a bit scary. Obviously, game number 2, they lost, but a part of game 3 was starting to look like Gimme the D-Shield had what it takes to finish them off. But with the match over, and now looking at our match summary, it's going to be n0b0 Esprouts improving to 2-0 on the season. They're going to take the win over Gimme the D-Shield.
Yeah, it looks like Gimme the D-Shield just values Orphea. It's not just Rexpa's Orphea, so Samwise playing that for the whole game. I'm a little surprised.
So let me try to reach out to Ragnarok. We interviewed him before the game. We'll see if we can hop in for a quick one. Over on the NGS Discord. So Ghost Foul, if you want to head on over there, I'm going to hop in one of those casting lobbies.
Okay.
Alright, so just got word from Ragnarok. He will be heading in for an interview, so we're going to hang out here for just a second, wait for him to show up. And swiftly make our way back out because we have another match to get to. But Ragnarok, what a set!
What's up, fam?
What a set! What a set! We're sitting here still baffled.
That was wild, dude. That was fun. That was a fun set.
Game 2 is so sick, and I know you guys have mutual respect for your opponents. As they do for you, but what a play at the end by Rexpa that won him that one. Was it disheartening to see happen before your eyes? But like, what were going through your minds after that one?
Fuck.
Let's keep it PG-13, please. PG-13,
I'm sorry.
PG-13, you get one.
All right, we get one, right? We get one. All right, yeah. But honestly, that's really, it was just like, oh man, we really messed up. To be honest, we just didn't really respect the Orphea damage. A lot of us have kind of like taken a break in the last few months and just haven't really played much against her. So we were kind of shocked. It was like, what is this hero even doing? We didn't know she could do this. Like when I was chasing her on Junkrat, like I thought 100% like, oh, I'll get this kill. Nope, I did not. Went very poorly.
So game 2 ended and a little different story than game 1, which maybe was just one because you were up against a Cho'Gall, a hero that we agree probably not that good right now. But yeah. Probably, right? Come on.
Yeah.
Too many names.
He's a thing.
But let's talk primarily game 3 because I think this was the most compelling game of the entire series. It was back and forth and truly could have been anyone's map. But yeah. walk us through the later half of that one, especially after they had won an objective. How did you guys rebound?
You know, we were kind of we knew we had the team fight. We were messing it up a little bit. We weren't getting our like Garrosh throw off and our combo onto the Murda a lot because we knew we could blow him up. So we knew it was just one play away, and we just needed to capitalize on it. And then at the end there, they just kind of they just started trickling in and feeding one at a time. So it was just game over after that. But absolutely. Yeah, we just stayed positive and just waiting for opportunity.
You guys seem to like the Arthas quite a bit. Is that specifically for the Imperius, or was there more to it than that?
I mean, specifically in that match, we had the Rainer matched with it, which is, you know, infinite slows, which stacks his damage numbers. And yeah. we felt like we were... I feel like Arthas does a great job of peeling, which with their style of Murda and just kind of jumping in, trying to get us out of there, and the Orphea jumping in, it makes a lot of sense to help us like maintain that front line and let us in the back keep doing what we're doing.
Absolutely. Well, while we have more than a few minutes left,
all right.
You guys in chat, if there's any game you want us to host, go ahead and throw some suggestions in chat now, and then before we leave, we'll send you on over in case there's another match you want to see. Continuing the interview now. Rag, you had so many opportunities in game number 3, along with the Garrosh that was so strong in game 1, we said was the MVP. The Warlords Challenge, picking off some of these targets, and a lot of it was trying to be thrown out on Zlachio playing that Murda. Was this just find the first target we can get, or what was the game plan there using that Warlords Challenge on the Murda so often?
We knew we could blow him up. I mean, with Li Ming nano boost, Arthas slow into like the Rainer auto attack damage, like he just dies. So we were calling anybody, throw anyone, they're dead.
Anyone. Just okay, so that was my question.
Yeah,
it was anyone.
Yeah,
and that ultimately is what won the game there at the end. Murda falling first, finding a couple more, walking onto the core and making it happen. You guys now move to 2-0 on the season. What is
Feeling
there
good.
in the path of n0b0 Esprouts right now?
I don't know, man. These boosted monkeys just keep going up and up. I don't know. It's crazy. No, I mean, I don't know. Like, I felt pretty good going into this game, to be honest. We kind of knew. I felt like we were going to win unless we made mistakes, which we did in game 2 a lot. And that's really what lost us the game, because we were in complete control game 2. We just, like, I threw multiple times and Bert threw. It was messy. So,
Yeah.
you know, we just got to work out some kinks, and it should be a pretty smooth season, I think.
Rag, we really hate to cut you short, but we do have another match to get to that is already 15 minutes late. But before we let you go, gotta be fair, give you time for some shout-outs. So quickly, if you can, the mic is yours.
You know, I got to shout out my teammates, first of all. It's so much fun playing with these guys. We meme, you know, our practices are literally ARAM. So, like, we just have a good time. Shout out to our org, n0b0 Esprouts. Support us. They're the best. Look them up. We got a website. It's cool. And yeah, thanks to everybody. And thank you guys, of course, for casting. NGS, man. Love it. Been playing since season 1. So, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Quick sign off, guys. We love you. Murda, Ghostdunk. We'll be back next Thursday. If you love what you see here, make sure you come back next week, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Follow us on Twitter. Our stuff's right down there, at MurdaRG, at IlluminatedWax. Head on over to twitch.tv/MurdaRG if you want to catch more action of me, and Ghostdunk will be playing, so some fun there. But for now, we're out. We're going to find a host and send you along for more NGS action.
Thank you for watching.
Robo goes out.